Eichhorst. Number 7, Nicholas Bach. Number 10, Paxton Fell. Number 12, AJ Eichenberry. Number 18, Emil Lindsay. Number 30, Jaden Stafford. Number 33, Maxwell Bauman. Number 44, Sam Sponseller. Number 50, Dylan Hess. Number 51, Caleb Duncan. Number 58, James Reinhardt. Number 90, Jacob Sutter. The Hoosiers were coached by Jeff Hogue, Kyle Locke, Todd Eichenberry, and Eric Ballman. And now for the home team, your Air Force Falcons. Number 6, Jackson Hicks. Number 7, Nick Molter. Number 12, Chase Kosky. Number 18, Maddox Stafford. Number 28, Alex Hopkins. Number 30, Carson Hall. Number 33, Frank Fessenden. Number 40, Carter Reed. Number 44, Weston Muller. Number 50, Evan Boyle. Number 51, Connor Allen. Number 58, Maddox Squire. Number 90, Carter Stroll. And number 99, Mason Cantwell. The Falcons are coached by Tom O'Boyle, Todd Reed, Scott Muller, and Noah O'Boyle.
That's fine. All right, well, good morning, fans. We welcome you in here on Audio Sports Online for your Fishers HSE Youth Football Championships. I'm Rob Kendall. Thanks for joining us. We've got 4 games ahead for you today, and we will start with our third grade contest as the Air Force is going to be taking on Indiana. We've still got about 5 minutes up on the clock. Both teams are on their respective sidelines, and it is going to be a great morning of youth football. Of course, we've got the third grade game, the fourth grade game, fifth grade, and sixth grade. And every year we come out and bring you these youth football championships. What a blast to do it for you here on AudioSportsOnline.com. We will remind you as well that if you miss any part of any of today's games, we'll have them all podcast for you. You'll be able to go back and watch these broadcasts any time you want. Yeah, you can go back and watch. It's an archive podcast of all of our football games. Let's roll through some of the lineups here for you. As you can see there, the Air Force huddling on their sidelines. For Air Force, we've got number 6, Jason Hicks. Number 7, Nick Molter. Number 12, Chase Kosky. Number 18, Maddox Stafford. Number 28, Alex Hopkins. 30, Carson Hall. 33, Frank Fessenden. Number 40, Carter Reed. 44, Weston Muller. 50, Evan O'Boyle. 51, Connor Allen. 58, Maddox Dwyer. 90, Carter Stroll, and number 99, Mason Cantwell. For the Indiana squad, we've got number 6, Elijah Eichhorst, number 7, Nicholas Bach, number 10, Paxton Fell, number 12, AJ Eichenberry, number 18, Emil Lindsay, number 30, Jaden Stafford, 33, Maxwell Bauman, 40, Adam Hoog, 44, Sam Sponseller, number 50, Dylan Hess, number 51, Caleb Duncan, 58, James Reinhardt, and number 90, Jacob Sutter. And now the teams are going to meet here at midfield. Air Force will wear the blue jerseys, white helmets, white letters and numbers. Indiana will wear the red jerseys, white helmets, white letters and numbers.
The parents remain in stands for the game. Note that players stay off the track with their cleats.
Coaches and players meeting there at midfield with the officials.
We encourage the changing, please.
And we are just about ready to go for our third grade championship game. They're going to play 8-minute quarters. And we're going to be moving initially here. From right to left, there is no kickoff. They're going to spot the ball at the 40-yard line. Indiana will have the ball first. Again, I'm Rob Kendall. Thanks for joining us here on AudioSportsOnline.com. You can tell your friends they can view us here today. All the games will be available for your viewing pleasure. Ball's at the 40-yard line for Indiana.
They're pretty high. I don't know that you need to be this high. I'm so used to our stands where highest point's good.
All right, here come the Indiana Hoosiers. And the quarterback, number 12, A.J. Eikenberry. Double wing formation, snap. Little end around, ball fumbled in the backfield, and they'll fall on it. That was Emma Lindsay on the end around there, and the Indiana squad falls on the football, so it'll bring up a second down now. No kickoffs at this level. And, of course, the players will huddle pretty much after every snap. That's a little bit different than what we see in our high school game. So second down coming up. Man goes in motion from left to right. There's a flag. Quarterback keeper rolling right side around the end and gets the initial line of scrimmage. Maybe not much more. I think they're going to get an illegal motion, illegal shift there on the Air Force squad. That'll probably be declined, or on the IU squad, I should say. That'll probably be declined. And it'll bring up, going to guess, third down and long here. And it'll bring up third down. 7 minutes left to go in our opening quarter of our third grade championship game. Thank you for joining us here from Hamilton Southeastern High School, beautiful IU Health Field. I'm Rob Kendall. Pleasure to have you with us today as the third grade game I would say kicking off, but they don't kick off here. So 3rd down and 17. Ball back at the 33-yard line for Indiana. Snap. Little stretch give, and breaking a couple tackles as Lindsey gets back to the initial line of scrimmage up at the 40, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And we'll see what Indiana's thinking here. We'll see what Indiana has in store. It's a 4th down and 10. Double wing formation again. Man goes in motion. Little stretch play to Lindsey. He's going to cut it back to the near side of the field. He's got the 40. He's got the 45, and he's going to be super close to that first down marker. I think he's going to be a little short. Yeah, he's going to be just about a yard short, so it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Air Force will take over offensively.
Turnover on downs will be Air Force ball at the 49-yard line.
So Air Force now onto the field, their first offensive possession of the ball game. And it's a quarterback keeper by number 50, Evan O'Boyle. You don't see a lot of runs from 50 in football, but short gain on first down. Gain of about, actually, they're going to say leading forward. They're about 4 yards. That ended up being a pretty nice gain there. And leans ahead. Nice gain there on second down. Very close to a first down. And that was Carter Reed, number 40, running the football that time. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and very short for the Air Force. Very tight formation. Snap. Quarterback keeper. O'Boyle breaks a couple tackles in the middle of the pile there, and that's going to be enough for a first down. So nice job by the Air Force squad that time. They do pick up the first down with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in our opening quarter. First down and 10 for the Air Force. Snap, ball was dropped. O'Boyle fell on it, and so it'll be a loss on the play. A bad snap that time. Or wasn't sure if it was a bad snap or a bad transaction. It's probably the best way to say that. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. From the 2nd down 11, rather, from the 42. Of course, a neat thing for these kids, getting to play on the high school field where the varsity Royals play, and next year they'll be back at Fishers where the varsity Tigers play. And now whistle. And a timeout called by the Air Force. So 3:06 left to go in our opening quarter of action, and it's a no score in our third grade championship game. All right, so here we go. Quarterback keeper this time to the near side of the field. And that was number 40, Carter Reed, with the ball. And now it'll bring up a third down and about a yard. They're going to say he picked up. About 10 yards that time. Three men in the backfield, very tight formation. Quarterback keeper again. That's going to be enough for another Air Force first down. And we were noting, I believe, there are 3 Air Forces in our championships today. That is enough for the first down. 2:17 left to go. Man goes in motion. Little end around. Cutting it back. And as he'll break out of one tackle, still going. And now they're going to get a face mask, I think, in the backfield, as that was Carter Reed with the run that time. It is the face mask on Indiana. Personal foul variety. So that's going to be a big gain for this Air Force squad with 1:52 left to go in the first quarter. Down under center. Snap. Carter Reed. Oh, he fell down. He's going to try a little end around to the right side. And he fell down, unfortunately. 2-yard loss. Brings up second down and about 12. Minute 20 and counting. Snap. Quarterback keeper up the middle. It's been the Carter Reed show here early on, as that'll move the ball down. Third down and goal now from, going to put it at about the 5-yard line. Down under center now. Snap. End around. Carter Reed cuts it back. He's down to the 2. And it'll bring up a 4th down and goal for the Air Force.
Reed on the carry. First hit by number 90, Jacob Sutter for the Hoosiers.
And they're going to let this thing roll to the quarter break, which will bring up 4th down and goal, our first real big play of the football game when we return our third grade Fishers HSE Youth Football Championship here on AudioSportsOnline.com. All right, down under center. Here we go. First big play of the game. Little quarterback keeper, and it looks like he's in for the score. He is. That's a touchdown. Carter Reed in for the score. And with 7:55 remaining in the second quarter, it's now 6-0 in favor of the Air Force.
Dockerville attempts a 2-point conversion from the 5-yard line.
And a little end around. Boy, nice tackle that time. 40 on 40. And that was Adam Hoog for the Hoosiers who made the big hit. So it'll be 6-0 Air Force. And now the Indiana squad will take over the football. It's pronounced Adam Hogue, so I want to make sure I get that right. So Indiana will have the ball now. They trail it by 6. They'll start at their own 40. Wishbone formation. There's the give. Oh, and a big lane. Oh, room to run. And that is the aforementioned Hogue, and he is off to the races, and he's going to go the distance for the score. So just like that, Indiana responds, and we're tied at 6. Nice job of running that time. Good job of blocking up front. And it is a 6-6 ball game. And the Hoosiers are going to go for that 1-point conversion from the ball at the 3. Oh, the ball was fumbled on the snap. It's a live ball. So we are tied at 6. A little bit of action here to begin the second quarter. Tied at 6. 7:36 left to go in the second. All right, Air Force back at it now. They've had the ball once. They went down and scored, and they'll continue with the similar theme of quarterback keepers. O'Boyle that time with the run, short gain on first down. 7:05 left to play in our first quarter of our first half of action in our third grade game. I'm Bob Kendall. Appreciate you joining us here today for our live video webcast of the Fishers HSE Youth Football Championships. And don't forget, we'll have podcasts of all these games posted. We should have them up by tomorrow. Snap, whistle.
Flag on the play. False start on the Falcons.
False start on the Air Force. So that'll move them back 5 yards. 6:39 left to go in the first half of action. Snap, end around to the near side of the field, cutting it back. Nice run by Carter Reed that time to avoid losing yardage. He does, looks like he got back to the initial line of scrimmage, might have picked up a couple more. And it'll bring up a third down now. They're going to have about 8 yards to go. They need to get right to midfield. And so we'll see what the Air Force can do on 3rd and long. And quarterback keeper again up to the 45, pushes forward. Nice job by that Air Force line to move the running back forward. And now it'll bring up a 4th down. I believe that was Connor Reed on the carry that time. 4th down coming up for the Air Force. Down under center. Snap. Quarterback keeper. And he's going to be very close. I believe that was O'Boyle on the run.
3-yard gain on the play. That'll be a first down for the Falcons.
First down and 10 for the Air Force. Oh, nice little misdirection play that time. Because number 30, Carson Hall, ended up with the football. But give the Indiana defense a lot of credit there. As I believe number 44, Sam Sponseller, made the tackle. And 4 minutes left to go in our first half. We are tied at 6, 2nd down and long, coming up for the Air Force. And cutting it back, end around. I'll tell you what, the Air Force running backs are doing a nice job keeping those legs going. That was number 40 again, Carter Reed. And now a big 3rd down coming up for Air Force. Man goes in motion. Quarterback keeper, Reed, heads down. Boy, he is going to be super close to another first down. It's going to depend on the spot. And they're going to say about a half a yard short. So big 4th down coming up here for the Air Force. Fourth down coming up. And they'll push it forward, and that's going to be enough for another first down. What a nice job.
Green on the carry, run down number 90, Jacob Sutter. 8 on the play. First down for the Falcons.
2:20 left to go here in our first quarter or first half of action. And the Air Force is moving again. They've had the ball once. They've scored. This is their second possession. And leaning ahead on first down. Again, the running backs for Air Force have just done a phenomenal job so far. Believe that was number 40, Reed, with the run that time. Ball inside the 30 down to the 29. Minute 43 and counting. Quarterback keeper again, O'Boyle with the run. And you got to give the Air Force a lot of credit, because they basically just decided, hey, we're not going to hand the ball off and risk a fumble. We're just going to let the quarterback keep it. Third down and short coming up for the Air Force. A minute 20 left to go in the first half. And forward progress. That should be enough. It will be. It's going to move the chains for a first down. They'll stop the clock. First down for the Air Force. Very well played first half by both teams. Minute 9 to go. Ball was fumbled off the snap. Picks it up. It's Carter Reed. Room to run. And Reed is all the way down to, it looks like about the 15-yard line. So now now we got a whistle and a timeout on the field. Timeout called that time by Indiana. So with 42 and a half seconds left to go, Air Force on the move. Ball at the 15-yard line. 42 and a half seconds to play. All right, here we go. And now a whistle and a flag flies. So we'll see what the penalty is. A false start on the Air Force.
False start, Falcons. Remains second down.
Pass, got a man open. Oh, boy, almost caught. What a nice effort that time as Connor Reed threw the ball to Carter Stroll. And so 37 and a half seconds left to play. Ball's at the 20-yard line. Little end around. Carter Reed with the run. He's got the end. Let's see if he can make some noise here. He's off to the races. He's to the 2, to the 1, and that should be enough for a touchdown. It is. No flags on the play, so with 29 seconds to go, Air Force regains the lead. Nice run that time.
No flag on the play. Timeout, Falcons.
And now a timeout called by the Air Force. 29 seconds left to go in the first half. It's 12-6 in favor of the Air Force.
Falcons are attempting the 2-point conversion.
Falcons going to go for the 2-point conversion. The ball will be spotted at the 5-yard line. Down under center. Little end around. Left side, cuts it back, and he is going to make it in for the score. That was number 30, Carson Hall. And the Air Force now leads it 14-6 with 29 seconds left to go in the first half. So Indiana will have the ball now. Let's see if they try to make some noise in the final seconds here of the first half, or if they just take this game into the halftime. Down under center, snap. There's a little end around and cutting it back. No gain on the play that time. That was Emil Lindsey again. And a timeout going to be called by the Hoosiers. 20 and a half seconds left to play in the first half.
Timeout, Hoosiers.
Twenty and a half seconds left to go. Oh, boy, little flea flicker play. The pass is incomplete. And a flag does fly in late. Hogue was the intended receiver. Pass interference, the call. It's going to be on the Air Force with 16 and a half seconds left to go.
Pass interference on the Falcons. Be a first down for the Hoosiers. 16 seconds remain in the half.
And so with that penalty, that's going to move them all the way down to the 45-yard line of the Air Force. Long way to go still, though. Snap. And the ball's fumbled. It's a live ball.
Fumble on the play, covered by the Hoosiers.
I think the Hoosiers got it back. They don't have any timeouts left, so that'll be our final play of the first half. We've got one in the books. It's 14-6. We're going to take a little bit of a pause, and then we will be back with your second half. It's the third grade championship game, Fishers HSE Youth Football, here on AudioSportsOnline.com. All right, so we are just about ready to go here with our second half on audiosportsonline.com. I'm Rob Kendall. Thanks for joining us as it is the third grade championship game, Fishers HSE Youth Football Championships, as the Air Force squad leads Indiana by a score of 14-6. Air Force will have the ball to begin the second half. Air Force. Yeah, I was correct. Air Force will have the ball to begin the second half. Again, I'm Rob Kendall. Thank you for joining us wherever you're tuned in from here today. And don't forget, if you missed any part of today's games, any of the games, you're going to be able to check out a podcast of all of our games on Audio Sports Online as well. We hope to have those up for you by tomorrow. Snap, O'Boyle will keep it. Quarterback keeper. And moving forward, very near the 45-yard line. Host of Hoosiers in there on the tackle that time. And it'll bring up a second down for breaking the line of scrimmage now. Breaking the huddle, rather, coming to the line of scrimmage. And we will see what happens. Boy, Carter Reed now down under center. And they've just done a really nice job, quarterback keeper this time to the near side of the field. And Reed is across midfield. And that should be enough for another first down for the Air Force. The Air Force has done a great job on these quarterback keepers all game long. And it has really worked to their advantage. They haven't handed it off more than a couple times so far in today's game. And now another quarterback keeper. Boy, big hit by Hogue, but a big gain on the play of about 6 yards before they hit. A little end around that time. First down and 10 for the Air Force, 5:48 left to go in the game's third quarter. Air Force with the lead in the ball. Indiana has yet to stop the Air Force offense. And pushing the pile forward, fumble. And it looks like Indiana got it back. So a little life there for the Hoosiers. So Indiana will get the ball back for the first time here in the second half. Snap will give up the middle and a gain of about 3 yards there on first down. And that was Hogue with the run. Adam Hogue, number 40. Short gain that time on second down. And so a big third down coming up for the Hoosiers.
No gain on the play.
Four minutes to go in the third quarter. Indiana with the ball. They trail it 14-6. Little end around. Room to run. That's Lindsey.
Lindsey on the carry.
And he's going to get very near the 30. Yeah, looks like they're going to put it right at the 37, which means we're going to be having a fourth down, and 6 with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Let's see what the Hoosiers and the Air Force can do here. Indiana comes to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback keeper by Lindsey. He's going to cut it back, and he will be stopped short of the first down. So a turnover on downs coming up here as the Air Force offense comes back onto the field. 2:30 left to go in the third quarter. So the Air Force squad quickly back onto the field. Reed with the quarterback keeper that time and leans ahead. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Air Force moving the ball again. And that was a nice job by their defense to respond after the turnover. Snap. O'Boyle, keeper, far side of the field, cuts it back, big hit, bounces off. And it'll be very close to a first down. I think he might end up being just a little bit short. No, they're going to give him the first down. So Air Force will move the chains. And now breaking free is Reed, and he's off to the races. 10-5 touchdown. Carter Reed puts it in for the score, and that'll make it a 20-6 Air Force lead. Nice running that time, and you certainly think Carter Reed's going to have a great career. Not sure whether he's going to be a Royal or a Tiger, but either way, I'm sure we will be hearing his name for a long time to come. So here comes Air Force. They'll spot the ball at the 3-yard line. Down. There's the give up the middle, and it is in for the score. So the Air Force, and I believe that was number 44. Yes, it was Weston Muller with the conversion. And so now it's 21-6. Air Force with the lead. Hoosiers will have the ball when we return. So let's see if the Hoosiers can get back into the swing of things here. And that's going to be a false start on the Hoosiers. They're off left end. 43.5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Snap, end around, taking it to the near side of the, or far side of the field, I should say. That's Lindsey. Lindsey's got room to run, big hole, and Lindsey dives ahead, getting back to the initial line of scrimmage plus about 7, so that's going to be a gain of about 12 yards that time. Nice run by Lindsey. Clock will continue to wind now, and that may be our final play of the third quarter. So Lindsey with a big run that time excites the Indiana faithful. Final play of the third quarter. 1 to go. It's 21-6. The Air Force leading it in our third grade Fishers HSE Youth Championship here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Across the midfield line into Air Force territory come the Indiana Hoosiers. We've got 1 quarter left to go in this one of our third grade Fishers HSE Youth Championship. I'm Rob Kendall. Thanks for joining us. Air Force and Indiana doing battle. Air Force on the high side of the score, 21-6. 7 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. And Hogue is the running back that time. He's down to the 45. Second down and 10 coming up. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the ball game. Snap, give, that's Hogue. And again, a short gain on the play. Nice job by Fishers to step up and make the hit. And time becoming an issue for the Indiana squad as they're down 2 scores with 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. So here comes Indiana. 6 minutes to play. Third down. Little end around by Lindsey. Got the corner. And he's going to be dropped at about the 41-yard line. He'll head out of bounds with 5:43 to go. So it's going to come up and it'll be a big 4th down for the Hoosiers. They're going to try to get back in this one. They need to keep possession of the football. The clock has stopped as the Hoosiers did get out of bounds that time. And here we go. IU down under center. Snap. Give us to Lindsey. Lindsey running. He's going to be close, but I don't think he got enough. I think he's going to be just a little short of the first down. Nice job by the Air Force secondary to come up and seal the hole there.
Kind of short of the first down. The Air Force ball from the 38-yard line.
.5:30 and counting. Air Force now can take their time. Little end around. Oh, and a big hole, and he's off to the races. Tripped up. Touchdown saving tackle that time as the ball went to number 30, Carson Hall. And a nice gain by Hall, which will move the chains for the Air Force. And they will begin to start milking some clock here, I'm sure. Snap. O'Boyle with it, breaks off a couple tackles, still go. I'm sorry, check that. That's Carson Hall again. I'm sorry. And breaks off a couple tackles, picks up about 4 yards on the play. 4:25 left to go in the ball game. And O'Boyle with it this time. He will be pushed back. And it'll bring up a third down now for the Air Force squad. Ball resting just outside the 40. And it looks like we've got an injured player down for Indiana, so we'll take a quick pause while they tend to him. All right, so back onto the field of play we go. 3:54 left to play in the contest. And now they'll start the clock again. Player able to walk off under his own power, which was good. O'Boyle with the quarterback keeper. He's going to drive ahead, and that should, it's going to depend on the spot, but should be enough for a first down.
Caleb Duncan in on the tackle for the Hoosiers.
Nope, they're going to say he's about a yard short. So this is a big play coming up here. If the Air Force can score a first down, he probably should be able to wind the clock down.
4th and 1 for the Falcons.
Quarterback keeper for O'Boyle. He's going to drive ahead, and that will be enough for a first down with 2:55 remaining to go in the ball game. So first down for the Air Force, and now they could pretty much salt this away if they play it right. And with the 2-score advantage, the ball is going to be down to the 33-yard line. Quarterback keeper, and first down and then some. First down for the Falcons. That was Carter Reed with the end around. 2:20 left to play now. The only mistake Carter made right there was he went out of bounds, which did stop the clock. Snap. End around. Boy, big hole now, center of the field. Busting it back. He's off to the races. Inside the 10 to the 5, and it is a touchdown. Touchdown. Number 30, Carson Hall in for the score, and with 2:13 to go, that'll make it a 27-6 ball game. And now the Air Force will have an opportunity to pick up the conversion here. Little stutter step, and he's going to walk it in for the score. Nice run that time by Muller. Weston Muller tried to go up the middle. No room to run there, and so he took it back to the far side of the field and in for the score.
That was a one-point conversion. Score 28-6 with 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
So very nice drive by the Air Force that time. And now they have a very sizable 28-6 lead with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the ball game. And ball was fumbled, it looks like, but the officials ruling it down by contact. So the
down by contact remains Hoosier ball.
Hoosiers will retain possession of the ball. And now there's the give to Hogue. Barrels ahead. Gets back to that initial line of scrimmage up plus about 1 or 2. So nice run that time by Hogue. Scored his team's only touchdown today.
Tackled by number 90, Carter Stroll.
Minute 5 and counting. Indiana huddling. .55 seconds to go now. And now whistle. And timeout called by Indiana. .51 seconds to go. Well, just a quick game reset for you here. 51 seconds left to go in this one. The Air Force is going to take it home. They're going to be your third-grade champions as they lead Indiana now 28-6. Up to the 43-yard line now. And it'll bring up fourth down, and this could be our final play of the ball game. It'll depend on what happens here. Is Indiana going to huddle once again? We'll have the trophy presentation for you coming up as soon as our game is over. And then we'll stop our stream for just a moment, allow us to reset everything, and then we'll have our fourth grade game coming up for you as well. So this could be our final play of the ball game. Indiana comes to the line of scrimmage. Wishbone formation. Snap. Lindsey running to the far side of the field. He'll turn the corner. He's across the 45. And that'll do it as the
And that's the final score, Air Force.
Air Force squad by a score of 28-6 takes it for the third grade championship. Teams will shake hands now, and then our trophy presentation coming up next right here on audiosportsonline.com.
If both Indiana and Air Force could join us on the home sidelines for presentation of the Weircheck Award and the championship trophies. Fourth grade teams may warm up in each end zone. In 1999, Jim Weircheck was one among several dedicated and devoted parents and leaders who started the Fishers HSE Youth Football League. Jim was the football board's president for its first 2 years of operation. Presently serving over 800 boys and girls from kindergarten through 6th grade, the league started with 250 players. Among them was Jim's son, Michael. The league was founded upon a mission to encourage physical and mental growth through keen competition, to emphasize good citizenship and scholastic achievement, and to nurture good sportsmanship through a sense of fair play. Michael Weircheck exemplified the league's core values of character, teamwork, determination, and sportsmanship during his years as a player and throughout his life. In August of 2011, Michael Weircheck's life ended tragically. He was 21 years old. To honor Michael's memory and the contributions of the Weircheck family, the Fishers HSE Youth Football League proudly established the Michael Weircheck Sportsmanship Award. This award is given annually to recognize one team in each recreational tackle league that demonstrates exceptional character, teamwork, determination, and sportsmanship in the manner of Michael Weircheck. Here today are Jim, Donna, and their son Matthew to present the award to this year's recipient of the Michael Weircheck Sportsmanship Award in the 3rd grade, to the Army. Number 6, Evan Swan. Number 7, Kane Myers. Number 10, Clark Boucher. Number 12, Quentin Bourget. Number 18, Cale Seymour. Number 28, E.J. Condick. Number 33, Tanner Rocky. Number 40, Ian Murray. Number 44, Elliot Collins. Number 50, Ryan Weiss. Number 51, Cooper Akers. Number 55, Ethan Barker. Number 58, Kyle Chapman. Number 90, Caden Sumter. And number 99, Wyatt Lekowitz. Army is coached by Jason Myers and Jason Butcher. Congratulations, Army. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Fishers HSE Youth Football, we want to congratulate both teams for a great effort this afternoon. We'd now like to present this year's trophies to both teams. Please congratulate this year's third grade runner-up, the Indiana Hoosiers. As I call your name, please come up to accept your trophy. Number 6, Elijah Eichhorst. Number 7, Nicholas Bach. Number 10, Paxton Fell. Number 12, A.J. Eikenberry. Number 18, Emil Lindsay. Number 30, Jaden Stafford. Number 33, Maxwell Bauman. Number 40, Adam Hogue. Number 44, Sam Sponseller. Number 50, Dylan Hess. Number 51, Caleb Duncan. Number 58, James Reinhardt. And number 90, Jacob Sutter. The Hoosiers are coached by Jeff Ho, Kyle Bach, Todd Eikenberry, and Eric Bauman. Congratulations, Hoosiers. And now for your third grade championship team, the Air Force Falcons. Number 6, Jackson Hicks. Number 7, Nick Moulter. Number 12, Chase Koski. Number 18, Maddox Stafford. Number 28, Alex Hopkins. Number 30, Carson Hall. Number 33, Frank Fessenden. Number 40, Carter Reed. Number 44, Weston Muller. Number 50, Evan O'Boyle. Number 51, Connor Allen. Number 58, Maddox Dwyer. Number 90, Carter Stroll. Number 99, Mason Cantwell. Air Force is coached by Tom O'Boyle, Todd Reed, Scott Muller, and Nolan O'Boyle. Congratulations, Air Force.